Channel 2, WBBM Television, Chicago.
From Chicago's news team, live, the 10 o'clock news.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, the man on the 5th floor of City Hall taking off the gloves in a media blitz aimed at his toughest competition. Good evening. Mayor Sawyer on the attack tonight against Rich Daley, and Sawyer's weapons are his latest TV commercials, which blast Daley's abilities and intelligence. Jim Avila has more.
Hello, how are you? Good.
People were beginning to whisper Chicago politics had somehow gotten boring. Tonight, that whispering is over. Gone are the soothing tones of James Earl Jones voicing over crisp pictures of a smiling but trailing badly in the polls Eugene Sawyer. Negative campaigning in raw, ham-fisted television splendor has entered the 1989 mayoral campaign.
In 5 minutes, he'd be in over his head, and we'd have a daily crisis on our hands.
The Sawyer campaign unveiled 2 new campaign commercials today, which directly target State's Attorney Daley's intelligence. The first implies the city moves too quickly for Daley to understand or deal with Chicago's problems. The second commercial, and most direct, uses black comedy to portray Rich Daley as a bumbling candidate dependent upon note cards, his brother Bill, and handlers. Sawyer's campaign taped the Daley Streetside News Conference last month and edited in bogus note cards and an actor to make the point that Daley just is not smart enough to be mayor.
What if he becomes mayor?
When you look at that type of an ad, I think that is one of the worst ads anybody has seen. And unfortunately, I guess that's what he believes what politics is all about, and seeking the most important office in this city.
I don't like it. I mean, life is short. We should keep our heads up high and not take cheap shots.
We wanted attention, so we injected humor to get attention to the fact that we're in a very important mayor's race in a very important city, and we have a major candidate who refuses to come forward and talk about the issues.
The timing of the Sawyer campaign commercials is key. The stakes just jumped dramatically at tomorrow night's debate. A fumble by Daley could reinforce the ugly message of the Sawyer commercials. But if Daley holds his own, and he has more debate experience than Sawyer or Bloom, then the mayor has just traded his nice guy image for nothing. Phil and Walter?
But isn't the mayor's camp afraid that it will all backfire?
There's I would have to imagine that there is some kind of worry about that, but they say they're not done yet. In fact, they said tonight, just wait till next week.
You mean there's more?
That's what they say.
Good for us, anyway. The campaign committee of Rich Daley is disclosing tonight that it has raised more than $1,600,000, some of it from rather high-powered Chicago attorneys. A loan totaling $150,000 was made by John Schmidt, who was a lawyer with the firm of Skaden Arps. Other contributions include $100,000 from Richard Barnes, a broker at the Board of Trade, and $50,000 from the industrialist William Farley. Daley called the contributions of those 3 people, called them, in fact, good friends who care about the future of the city. There are new developments to report tonight in the case of a Midlothian couple accused of killing their daughter. A judge has ordered that blood and hair samples be taken from David and Cynthia DeWallaby, and their attorneys have asked that murder charges against the couple be dropped for lack of evidence. The judge is expected to rule on the dismissal motions later this month. A man charged with 4 murders tonight is pleading not guilty. He is 25-year-old Dennis Rourke, accused of killing his fiancée, their 2 children, and her mother. The 4 were killed last Friday in their home in Hammond, Indiana, and afterwards the home was set on fire. Police say that Rourke has confessed to killing the 4. He did so after his fiancée's mother threatened to take the children away from him.
On Capitol Hill tonight, it looks like that 50% pay hike for congressmen is dead. The House leadership has caved in to public opposition, and a vote is set for tomorrow to kill the increase. President Bush tonight has a new plan for solving the savings and loan crisis. He's abandoned the idea of a fee on individual deposits. Now he wants to sell $50 billion in bonds to bail out troubled SNLs, taxpayers covering the interest. And he would raise insurance premiums for banks and SNLs. Still, those institutions could pass on their higher costs to customers. Governor Michael Dukakis revealing tonight that his wife, Kitty, has checked herself into an alcohol treatment program. As Jennifer McLogan reports, the publicity may help other women facing a similar problem.
The next First Lady of the nation, ladies and gentlemen.
When her husband lost the election 3 months ago, the letdown was apparently just too much. She's never had a problem with alcohol until after the election. But she clearly has one. She recognizes it.
Kitty Dukakis broke off the lecture circuit she began